Hello again. For today's episode, I would like to show you how to identify outliers in three different simple ways. One is a statistical method and the others we can use graphical tools. But first, let's take a look to the concept of outliers and understand the importance of identifying them within the dataset. Outlier is an observation that deviates significantly from other observations in a dataset. In simpler terms, it is a data point that is noticeably different from the rest of the data. Let's go to practice. The first method is by using summary statistics. Let's perform this command, tabstat. Let's say that we want to look out the outliers of this variable age of the head of household. Tabstats, comma, statistics, mean, median, mean and max. I'm using this command because by using only the summary statistic, the simple summary statistic will not perform the median. That's why I'm using the tabstat. Okay, by using summary statistics, as you can see, if the mean is significantly different from the median, it could indicate the presence of outliers, pulling the mean away from the center of the data. Or even by the standard deviation, observations far from the mean tend to increase the standard deviation. A high standard deviation relative to the mean suggests potential outliers. Now let's use a graphical tool. Let's use the graph box, which is the box plot, to see how we can identify the outlier. As you can see, by using the box graph or interquartile range, represent the middle 50% of the data. If you see individual points beyond the whiskers, those are considered outliers. They may represent unusual or extreme values in the dataset. We can see that we have a point here, far away from the other points. This outlier, as we can see before, it represents this number 120 from the variable age. As we can see on the summary statistics, which we have performed before, the maximum value is 120. So this is the outlier within the dataset. To go more far away, we can use the scatter graph. Scatter. We need two variables. We can use the household identifier and the age of the head of household. It's the same. We still have the outlier. It's still 120. So how we can locate this outlier, or how we can know which observation represent this 120, the age of the head of the household? We can see that this household is beyond 15,000, the number 50,000 of unique household identifier. Let's check. We can say, for example, you can just browse if age of household is equal to 120. As we have seen before in the scatter graph, the household identifier is beyond of 15,000. And we have here the outlier on the variable age. By using the scatter graph involves visually inspecting the plot to identify points that deviate significantly from the general pattern of the data. They are outlying points. Look for individual points that are notably distant from the main cluster of data points. Or even check for any points that seem to break the overall pattern or trend observed in the scatter plot. Now let's take a look to the importance of identifying outliers. We have some points that we can talk about the importance of identifying outliers. The first one is data quality assessment. Outliers may indicate data quality issues, such as measurement errors or data entry mistakes. Identifying and addressing outliers can improve the overall quality and reliability of the dataset. Impact on statistical analysis. Outlier can significantly influence statistical analysis and models. They may distort summary statistics such as the mean and standard deviation, leading to misleading interpretations. Model assumptions. Many statistical models assume that the data are normally distributed and free from extreme values. Outliers violate these assumptions and can lead to biased parameter estimates and unreliable. Robustness of results. Outliers can have a disproportionate impact on the results of analysis. By identifying and either removing or properly handle outliers, researchers can ensure that their results are more robust and less sensitive to extreme values. Insight into data generating process. Outliers may represent genuine but rare events or phenomena. Investigating outliers can provide valuable insights into the underlying data generating process and help researchers understanding unusual patterns or behaviors within the data. Identification of anomalies. Outliers sometimes represent anomalies or unexpected patterns in the data that are worth or further investigation. And the last but not least, the number 7, the Cristiano Ronaldo, data cleaning and pre-processing. Identifying outliers is an essential step in data cleaning and pre-processing. It allows researchers to remove or transform extreme values before conducting more in-depth analysis, ensuring that the data are suitable for further exploration and modeling. Once identified, further investigation may be necessary to determine the cause of outliers and decide how to handle them in your analysis. Depending on the context, you might choose to exclude outliers from your analysis, transform the data, or apply robust statistical methods that are less sensitive to outliers. Identifying outliers within a dataset is crucial for ensuring data quality, maintaining the validity of statistical analysis, understanding the underlying data generating process, and deriving meaningful insights from the data. Thank you so much and hope to see you very soon.